My name is Mary Campbell. Grandfather's granddaughter died. He told me that she died from a sickness they'd never seen before the white man came, from a sickness that came with them. Among the Delaware, if someone dies unexpectedly because of the actions of another, by tribal law, a replacement is owed to the family. The replacement joins the family as a healer, because hearts need to heal and families need to mend. Their job is to soothe the family into a different future than the one they expected. It is an honor and a hard task to replace another. I was born in a proper town, Fairfield, Connecticut, on the Long Island Sound. My best friend, Constance, was just that, my constant companion and confidant. My family lived in our lovely yellow house with a picket fence and Mother's beautiful gardens. Other Scots came to settle in the colonies as well. People arrived every day. The new world I was born into had many curiosities. There were tea shops and bakeries. 2 drapers offered the best fabrics from England and France. There were 2 churches with steeples poking into the sky like candlesticks. Everyone in our town went to church on Sunday. Mother and I enjoyed singing, but I struggled to stay awake through the long sermons. Our next-door neighbour was Fairfield's only dressmaker and a wondrous gossip. And then, westering. Westering means sobbing on the shoulders of girlfriends and leaving forever for the western frontier. Westering. How I hate that word. Westering means fresh starts and new beginnings. Any problem could be solved by westering. Any itch could be scratched by moving west. At least, that's what the menfolk thought. And I knew I'd never see Connecticut again. I hated westering. There was so much women's work all the time. And my mother was never pleased with anything I did, and all I did was work hard. My brother Dougal, he was always off hunting with Father. And it's a fact, Mother and Father favored him. They all loved it there, but I didn't. Mother and I had quarreled again. I wanted to go to school. It was my 12th birthday, and there I was, picking strawberries to put in Mother's finest bowl to appease her. I wanted to live in a real house with flower gardens and a second floor. And in the afternoons, I wanted elegant tea parties and lace tablecloths and napkins and neighbours who shouted, "Good morning," from their side of the fence. "I'll give her these strawberries as a gift," and an "I'm sorry" whispered in her ear. And then my life changed forever that day. The leader seemed to stare at me for a long, long time. After that, he motioned for the other men to take me. I saw my neighbor, Mrs. Stewart, and her baby Sammy among the other captives. When I looked back, I saw my family's log cabin in flames, and I had no idea as to what had become of my mum. I feared the worst. We were all forced to walk along with the entire Indian tribe. Baby Sammy was not eating or doing well. Then one day, he broke out in bumps all over. Sammy was taken away. Shortly thereafter, the savage who took him returned with his bloody scalp. Mrs. Stewart seemed to lose her mind and the will to live. The women tried to take my clothing, but I fought back. I thought I might be eaten soon. There were many young children, as well as myself, who had been taken. I thought perhaps we were snatched to be their food supply for the upcoming winter. Contemplating my fate, I decided to run away in the wee hours of the morning before the tribe awakened. In terror, I ran, not knowing which way to turn next. In fact, I ran right into the giant savage they called Lachimo. Lachimo and a French trapper brought me to the outpost wigwam of Francois Sagan. His dwelling was full of smelly hides and native trinkets. But Sagan smelled worse than the animal parts he slept alongside. After the Lachimo left me with Sagan, grandfather came to get me. He dealt with the French trader, and I did not remain with that horrible, dirty man. To my surprise, Mrs. Stewart had agreed to stay with Sagan and gladly left our tribe to live in his cabin with him as man and wife. She never got over her sick baby being sacrificed to prevent the spread of illness. The sickness would have delayed their tribe and prevented us from arriving at safe ground before the winter snows came. Sagan actually did me no harm. Grateful to the old chief for rescuing me, eventually I came to trust and love him and took him as my own grandfather. The tribe became my beloved family and friends, my sisters and my brothers. We were able to reach our winter destination before the snows came. We found a wonderful cave that supplied shelter as well as an ample water supply nearby. I was with my adopted family for many years, until soldiers came and forced grandfather to give me and all of the adopted family members back. I did not want to leave my adopted family, my father, my mother, grandfather, nor my husband and babies. My tribe, weeping, followed behind we who were being forced to return, walking all the way back to where each of us came from. And again, my life changed forever that day.